From saving comic books to saving video game studios, Josh is back again with another Gaming Monthly update. Welcome back, Josh.
Thank you very much. I'm not sure it was me myself that saved them. But...
What studio have you saved?
Josh is getting the credit.
Breaking news. No, since the last episode, it's been fairly quiet in the video game space. From last month's games that we spoke about to come out, the ones that have come out, EA Sports College Football got a 85, which for a sports game is a very high score. Flintlock Siege of Dawn, which was on Game Pass and one we discussed that I was looking forward to, is sitting on a 70 at the minute. Not the best. I've not played it myself, so I'm not going to judge it just yet. I will get around to it. And F1 Manager 24 is sitting on an 82. So both of the sports games getting pretty solid scores as we predicted. But yet to release for the rest of this month. We've got Madden 25, which as we're recording comes out tomorrow. Black Myth Wukong, which I'm very much looking forward to, on the 20th of August.
Is that Game Pass day one?
No, I think it's only PS5 and PC.
Oh, okay, maybe that's why I'm getting myself confused.
Don't quote me on that, but that rings bells. We've got Concord on the 23rd of August, which I believe is also PS5 and PC only, no Xbox.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that. That's on the 23rd of August. WoW War Within DLC update, whatever you want to call it. Expansion. 26th of August. I can imagine that's probably going to get some decent ratings.
Yeah.
As they always do. Visions of Mana, 29th of August, and Star Wars Outlaws on the 30th of August. So the end of this month is pretty stacked compared to earlier this month and pretty much the whole of last month.
Yeah.
I feel like summer months are always more quiet. Just because they're like, oh no, people are going to want to be outside where it's warm and nice. They're not going to be inside that much. Is that just me?
Gamers we're talking about. We don't touch.
Yeah, but I think also like you've got to look at it. They know parents obviously spend the money for these games. If they're taking their kids on holidays and stuff, they're not probably buying their kids the same amount of games.
True.
Yeah, Black Myth Wukong, Vision of Mana, and Star Wars Outlaws are all ones that I'm going to be checking out. So it's going to be busy and expensive. And I know at the start of September we've got Astro Bot on PS5, and a couple of weeks into September there is something else coming out. So that is escaping
Assassin's Creed Shadows?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
There's also
oh no, that's November now.
I can't. There's so much happening.
Yeah.
But we've got a lot to look forward to, boys, which is decent. We absolutely love to see it. Announcement, news, and updates. So there has been some, and one that we've spoke about briefly in the Discord, but we're very excited about. And Tango Gameworks, the dev of Hi-Fi Rush, has been saved after getting
by yours
axed.
truly, apparently.
Yeah, apparently by me, but I can't confirm it wasn't.
Incredibly rich man, he bought it himself.
I wish, mate, I wish. No, but I quote from Adam Bankhurst at IGN. PUBG publisher Krafton has acquired Tango Gameworks and the Hi-Fi Rush IP from Xbox, meaning the studio will no longer be shut down. Krafton shared the news in a press release alongside confirming that as part of the strategic agreement, Krafton intends to collaborate with Xbox and ZeniMax to ensure a smooth transition and maintain continuity at Tango Gameworks, allowing the talented team to continue developing the Hi-Fi Rush IP and explore future projects, end quote. So yeah, we was all excited to see that.
Everyone on the internet was very sad when it got announced that the Hi-Fi Rush studio was getting shut down.
I mean, it was a scary bit of news. For a while, you'd had games that had underperformed, and then the studio got axed. And then you have this studio that releases one of the best received games of the year. All of the numbers say it did phenomenally well, and that still wasn't enough to protect them. So it left a lot of people kind of going, so how do you keep your studio alive in 2024 and beyond?
You go indie. That's how you
but yeah, I mean, this is good news. Anything?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Interesting to see the PUBG publisher starting to. I don't know what else they have.
Yeah, the name rings a bell. I don't even know if I was pronouncing it right. Apologies if anyone knows better.
So I wonder if this is their first venture away from PUBG.
I definitely recognise the name, unless I literally only recognise it from PUBG. Which, looking at their games, I think it might.
They also do Dark and Darker by the looks of it. Or Dark and Darker Mobile, maybe.
Bowling King, Mini Golf King. Lots of mobile
Subnautica.
games. Subnautica, yeah, I've just seen that.
That's another big one.
That might be
Was
where I recognise it
Was
from.
Ronin the Last Samurai the one that was pretty well received as well? I know it's a mobile game.
No,
I
you're
must be
probably
getting
thinking
it
of Rise of the Ronin.
Ah, that's probably what I am thinking of. You're right.
Yeah, regardless, good news.
Of
I
course.
don't know if there'll be a Hi-Fi Rush 2 or if it will just be more games within that universe or style of game. Either way, we'll probably be there. Xbox day one, fingers crossed.
No, they might just go PS5 only to kind of spite Microsoft for this bullshit.
Oh shit, you ain't wrong.
Surprise me.
Imagine.
It'll be the first time it's happened.
We're going from good news to bad news. Game Informer has been shut down after 33 years. All of the people that had magazine subscriptions, I personally used their games calendar as my personal calendar to keep track of what's going on. So as I went to update this Google Doc for our pod, the calendar was gone. I've now have to use different sources, but yeah, obviously loads of people are losing their jobs over at Game Informer, which isn't the most ideal.
And didn't it? Oh, I might be getting myself confused here, but did this not happen basically just instantly? There was no real notice. The website kind of got taken down. All the social media got deleted basically in an hour.
Yeah, because they only recently updated their magazine subscription, and they were sending out old copies of stuff for people that had signed up. So there was no sort of indication to the public. I think I'd imagine some of the team were aware and stuff, but from an outside point of view, it didn't look like anything was coming. And then, like you say, it just sort of happened, and it was all over my Twitter feed last week, I believe it was, which is obviously very sad to see.
Yeah, it's
I never like seeing anything shut down. Finally, the PS5 monthly subscriptions is, in my opinion, one of the best we've had in a very long time. We got Witcher 3, obviously
great
one of
game.
the best games ever made. Wasn't for me. Controversial, I know. Cult of the Lamb, which I loved. I played that on Switch. Highly recommend checking out. Wild Hearts. Wild Hearts or Cult of the Lamb?
Cult of the Lamb.
Cult of the Lamb's
very good.
TikTok viral, isn't it?
Yeah, it was like a roguelike. Came out 2022, I want to say, is when I played it. Really good. And it actually has Twitch chat integration, I'm pretty sure, if you play it on PC. I don't know how that works, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it does. Watch Dogs 2. I've actually not played any of the Watch Dogs games.
Missing out.
Yeah, I know. It feels like I've got the first one on my backlog.
First one's worth.
The first one is... I could talk for hours.
I feel like I played it at some point and then sort of never got around to it again. But classic, for those that have the top tier of PlayStation Plus, all the Time Splitters games, all the PS2 ones, all being added to the classic collection. I used to have them back in the day on PS2.
OG game.
Proper OG. A proper if you know, you know. But yeah, that's a very exciting one. What have we been playing? We're going to have a bit more of a discussion here rather than me just reeling off loads of information. Boys, what have you two been playing?
So, I am terrible for finishing story games. This we know.
Yes.
That's an understatement.
I want a bit of props here. Because I decided to get ready for Assassin's Creed Shadows. I was going to go and play the Assassin's Creed games I hadn't played. Starting with Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. I started
Origins. The biggest ones out of all of them.
I should have started with Black Flag.
So I started Origins back in May. And then got distracted by X-Defiant and other things. And normally that would be I got distracted for too long, I won't go back now. I've gone back to it, I'm back playing it, and I'm getting through it.
You're welcome.
The story's good. I'm enjoying it. The combat is janky as fuck.
It's Assassin's Creed, mate.
Yeah.
No, it's fucking not. Because I recently played the original 1 and 2. And what you used to be able to do there was, if you parried someone, and as that animation was finishing, someone else went to attack you, you could spam the button and it would cut the animation short so you could parry the next person.
You get the execution streak going. That was from Brotherhood onwards, yeah.
Yeah. This doesn't have it.
Yeah,
you'll get them a split second one after the other double attacking you, and you can't defend yourself from the second guy. So you're just fucked.
You know that's because they tried to make
design.
Well, they tried to make the combat more realistic, so you weren't just animation cancelling, essentially.
Yeah,
And
no, fuck realism. Realism has literally never made a video game better ever.
it's this. What happened with Assassin's Creed was they tried to make everything more polished, but it actually made it feel less fluid.
Yeah. Also, one thing that really made me laugh, I've just got so I'm currently on like the second tier of people you have to assassinate after you find out them first 5 that killed your son aren't all of them. You go to help that guy and then you get left in the desert to die and then you have to like pull yourself out and shit. I found it really funny, I had to laugh, that they buried me in the desert to die with still like a modesty garb on, which is obviously just to protect, but they also left me with my hidden blade. It's like, so you've taken all of my armor, my swords, everything, but you've left me with my hidden blade.
the most crucial
It's
part
so
of the
hidden.
equipment of
Which
an
is so
assassin.
funny.
It was so hidden they didn't see it.
Yeah.
So well hidden. But I'm enjoying it. I want to finish it off at some point. I want to like sit down and create a backlog list. So that I'm like, right, this is what I've already got installed. This is what I know I need to finish. And then just every time you come on here and you say a game like Star Wars Outlaws that I want to play, I'll just throw it on the fucking list. But gaming's good at the minute.
Corey?
It's got better. I mean, so the last time you were on, I just started playing Once Human.
Yeah.
And was deep in that grind. It lasted probably about another 5 days. And then I hit endgame.
Is that your playthrough of the whole game?
Well,
yeah.
hit endgame, realized there wasn't really much compelling about the endgame. Plus, a lot of the endgame content was still locked into like future weeks in the season.
Oh, okay.
And then I was just like, yeah, I can't bother playing this.
No, I'm not waiting that long.
Also, this wipes in 4 weeks, which is, I think it might be this week or next week it wipes. So we'll see what happens and if everyone will probably be talking about that. So then I've been playing Rust on and off. Mecha Break, which was that mech game.
Yep.
I got into the closed beta or whatever. So tried that out. It's decent. It's very cool. The mechs are very sick. The customization, like paint wise and stuff that you can do, is like pretty in depth. It's one of those where it's a beta, so it's hard to like judge it. There's like 2 game modes that you get to play. So I'll probably pick it up again down the line when it's a bit more released. And then this last week I got into the Spectre Divide playtest, which is Shroud's game.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun.
You got into that?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think I might be hooked.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of
Is
gameplay.
it going to be free to play when it comes out, or do we not know yet?
I'd imagine
I'm gonna
so.
guess so, because there is like it's locked on the UI, but there is a battle pass and there's a store. I imagine it's going to be similar to like Valorant, as in they make their money through skins.
How does the 2 playable characters
it's
at
a
the
lot
same
of fun.
time feel? Does it make it feel a bit slower, or does it make it feel chaotically fast?
Kind of a bit of mix of both. It depends. Like it's strange how it's nice having not. This is gonna sound like toxic to randomers, but like in Valorant, where say you're 3 people, 3 friends and 2 randos, you're trusting they understand your comms, or they give comms clear enough for like where someone is if someone dies. Having 2 lives essentially means like it's a lot easier to kind of play the rounds and have knowledge of what's going on.
Yeah, I suppose if you die, you go
Yeah.
back to the other character, you sort of know where they were.
So it kind of makes it easy to almost carry.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. But
Right,
it makes for a lot of fun stuff, because like you can very easily do like switch sites that you're planting on for defense. So where your like Spectre is when you're not inhabiting them, if someone steps that has like a radius around it, and if someone makes noise in that radius, an enemy, it gets a warning that it's in danger. So it almost acts like a trip, or sort of like a warning. So if you place it in the right places, you can like essentially switch between them and use them as like spotting mechanics.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. 3v3 is a nice like amount for it.
And am I right in saying that there's no, not bloom, what's the word I'm looking for?
There's no movement penalty. Yeah, so there's
yeah.
a different spray. Like if you aim down sight, it has kind of like what I would class as a CS spray pattern, like very set, very like pretty concise. If you hip fire, it's a lot more spread out and a bit more random, but I think it is still like a set pattern. But yeah, you can strafe left and right and you don't get any
You don't
penalty.
get punished.
If you
so it's
jump,
like sort of more, it's more COD than CS and VAL.
yeah, it's like a
shooting
mix
sense.
between, because like if you jump, you get penalty and stuff.
Yeah.
But you can strafe side to side, which is nice. But yeah, it feels really good to play. It's a lot of fun. I've had it for like 3 days. I think the closed beta's been out.
Awesome.
But yeah, that's what I've been
One
playing.
we haven't yet mentioned, and I actually forgot to speak about it earlier. Splitgate 2.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's
you two have played the beta?
No, we've
I've signed up for the beta.
Right. Okay.
we were watching it the other day. Was it yesterday when it came launched?
Yes. So they did the closed alpha for like their partners yesterday. And they were all like, yeah, stream this on Twitch, go, go, go. After doing the official gameplay reveal
Last week.
about a week before that.
Yeah.
It looks really good. It's still very much Splitgate. Like you look at it and you know it's Splitgate, but it is just getting the most out of that Unreal 5 engine. It looks pretty, it looks smooth. They've added some creature comforts of like modern arena FPSs with like the faction system and the character-based abilities. They've got loadouts, which seem to be more like an old school COD pick 10 system.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw
So
that.
that will appeal to a lot of people, I'm sure.
And also each faction has different sets of weapons.
Yeah. So I'm excited for it. We're all Splitgate fans here.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
enjoyed the first one for our time with it, didn't we?
So I will be giving it a go for sure.
Oh yeah, I've signed up. Hopefully we get
I
some
am
of us
signing
get
up
in.
as we speak.
Yeah, just do it
I
on
could-
Steam.
For those who
yeah.
want to know, just go to their Steam page and you can sign up there.
Wish list it
request
and
access.
request.
Yep.
I mean, from like it was kind of. I had like I hate the people that do this, but like if you weren't there when they were like this wasn't a big game or like day one, but like you could tell that a lot of the people that got in the closed alpha, the creators that were obviously given codes, a lot of them hadn't played the first
I
one,
hadn't played the first one.
which is fine, and like I'm glad that they're trying to get it out to a wider audience, but it's hard for like us that played to get a good enough comparison of like how it's evolved, because a lot of those creators don't really get how to do all the portaling yet.
They've
Yeah.
just been sort of going around treating it as like a
Yeah,
run and gun.
Yeah,
Like,
so
it's
it's
more
like
of a Halo at the minute, essentially, isn't
it was tough to gauge that. I saw one guy who obviously must have played the first one because he was in one of Scump's first games and was absolutely all over the map, and they were like, "This guy's ridiculous. He's everywhere." Because he was understanding how to do that like triple portal, you know, where you would just step through a portal slightly,
Yeah.
put another one, and go back,
yeah.
and you would bounce around.
Oh, but yeah.
He was thinking of portals.
So it seems that's still there. Be interesting to see how the map designs are. Hopefully they haven't taken away a lot of that like momentum stuff that you used to have to do to get into spots, because that was always fun and made it stand out a bit.
I've seen
yeah,
that
I mean,
time to kill looks a lot faster.
It is so much faster, and also all of the guns seem fully auto now, which wasn't the case previously. The gun that like the two
I think there
options
is
previously was like a battle rifle, which was like a Halo triple burst, and then you had like the single shot fire, a bit more powerful like battle rifle, not battle rifle, like long
there
rifle.
is some other guns like that. I think it's just every class has like an option of those between those three, like a full auto and stuff. So obviously a lot of people just take the full auto because that's the kind of easiest to use. It looks good.
Time to Kill is one of the ones where it's always difficult to get a real feel for it until you play it.
Yeah, watching people,
But
like,
it is fast.
Obviously, we're watching like big streamers at the minute, like Timmy, for example. He's hitting every shot.
Yeah,
We're
they're
not going to be
cracked.
killing people that fast, you know.
Also,
what I mean?
I said it's con. I was like, when people feel like when the Splitgate pros are the ones that know how to do all the portaling, get it, that maneuverability might make it not feel as quick, because if you're having to chase someone through portals, you're not going to be able to hit them like so consistently.
One thing I did notice from people who definitely did play the first Splitgate was trying to like camp with a portal up really high, hiding somewhere,
Yeah.
and just shooting through the portal is
Through the
not as
portal.
easy now.
Okay.
Because they've added like a ripply effect to the portal, so you can still see what's happening through the other side, but it's not as easy to just use that to gun people.
I
It
think
was
they've
cheesy.
also, from what I've seen on some of those maps, there's not really many spots to do that with like a portal
Yeah.
hidden up really high. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Because we played a lot of the sort of ranked arena mode
Yeah.
where it was the small, tight
Yeah,
space
you
maps,
moved.
portals
You had to portal
everywhere.
everywhere.
That we had a really good time playing that.
Yeah.
We put I want to say quite a few hours into
Oh,
that.
yeah.
So fingers
we
crossed,
go.
maybe this could be one that we get into.
I'm on a PC setup now. I'm ready to take some names.
I just remember
That's
the
a bold
baseball
claim.
bat and just
Yeah, just go around.
Bonk.
yeah, it was so funny. But yeah,
Awesome.
What have I been playing?
Yeah, what have you been
Assassin's Con, I'm with you. Assassin's Creed. Despite having God knows how many games on my backlog, I saw someone platinum Assassin's Creed 2, I want to say, on YouTube. So that was it. As you know, I'm a big trophy hunter. Yeah, I downloaded the Ezio collection, which is free on PlayStation Extra. I have platinumed Assassin's Creed 2. I have 4 or 5 trophies left on Brotherhood. They're all collectible ones, so it's a bit grindy at the minute. I finished the story day before yesterday. So yeah, get in there, and then I'll have to play Revelations. And then once I've platinumed the whole trilogy, I'm having a break from Assassin's Creed. I've already had enough of Brotherhood. So that's what I'll play next. It depends how long it takes, I suppose. We got just over 2 weeks now to Star Wars Outlaws, so
Yeah.
it's come around so quick, and it's crazy.
Crazy ones.
I should have seen that coming.
You should.